Gentlemen, New Jersey is about to join Nevada and Delaware as states that permit online gambling. And although Chris Christie estimates the first year of this could bring the state as much as $180 million in tax revenue, and there are some estimates as low as $35 million. By the way, that's not a lot of money in the scheme of things. There are those who are concerned that this is going to create lots of problems. Compulsive gamblers are going to have their problems. Compulsive gamblers might be created because of this access now to gambling online. Joining us now to talk about this is a man I've known for many, many years. We've interviewed him, and he is the man to go to talk about what this could mean for the people of New Jersey, or some of the people from New Jersey. Arnie Wexler, certified compulsive gambling counselor, was the executive director of the Council on Compulsive Gambling of New Jersey for 8 years. He's now down in Florida, and he can help you if you have a problem. It's 888-LAST-BET. 888-LAST-BET. He and his wife are in the business of helping people. Hey, Arnie, how are you?
Boy, it's a pleasure to speak to you, Stephen. Thanks for having me on.
Well, it's my pleasure, and I know that you've been listening to the show on the great WFTL, our affiliate, because you're down in Lake Worth, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so very, very good. I'm glad you're getting to hear the show, and I'm glad to have you on to talk about this. Okay, explain what problems online gambling access for the state of New Jersey could create for certain residents of the state of New Jersey.
Well, if you're an addicted gambler or have the possibility of becoming an addicted gambler, you very easily, in the middle of the night, this is an impulse disorder. And it's a disease that you get an urge, a flash, a feeling, a thought, and you're in action. You don't have to put gasoline in your car. You don't have to drive to a casino or a racetrack. You don't have to go any place. You just get up and you be in the middle of the night. You can be in your birthday suit. In fact, I heard somebody say last week at a 12-step recovery program that they gambled on the Internet in the nude. So, you can get right on the Internet.
That's more information than we need to know, though, Arnie, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So, in your birthday suit, you can get on the computer, you can start gambling, and the way I understand New Jersey is going to do this is you're going to be able to lose your money, reload, call for a number, and put more money into the venue to keep gambling. I think if they really have some responsibility, they won't let people reload for, let's say, 24 hours. Let them think about what they're doing after they've lost the initial amount of money they want to or expect to lose, and let them start fresh the next day, rather than just let them continually put more money in and put more money in, put more money in.
Now,
you're going to have a lot of destruction, Steve.
And like you said, the key. And by the way, we should point out to people, you were a compulsive gambler.
I still am.
Okay, you still. So it's like alcoholic, right? It never goes away.
Correct. I'm a recovering gambler. I placed my last bet April 10th, 1968.
Well, that's unbelievable. That 68 is a long, long time ago, and congratulations on that. But what about, what about youngsters? Like you said, who now are going to have this access online. I guess you got to supposedly be 18. There's always ways to cheat or game the system. Like you said, they don't have to go to a casino. There's not going to be guards watching them. They're online. They could be anybody.
Steve, I don't really know how they're going to control the underage gamblers that are going to get on, and those are the people that really know the computer inside out. On my 888-LAST-BET hotline, I could tell you that Sheila and I receive calls. 1/3 of all the calls we've gotten probably in the last 5 years are from kids or the parents of the kids between ages 12 and 25 who think they're, quote, professional poker players.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's really good. I was watching CNN earlier, and they had my friend Jeffrey Gardier, a clinical psychologist. He called himself America's psychologist, and we're trying to get him on hopefully tomorrow. And he was, spinning this line that the government shutdown and the furloughed workers Oh my God, it's going to cause road rage. It's going to cause divorce. We have to keep them in our prayers. We have to show them sympathy and empathy. And my first reaction was, what about the millions who are unemployed, have been for years, and aren't getting any back pay the way these furloughed workers are going to get back pay? But then I start thinking of, well, I guess they could do the same segment with compulsive gamblers who lose their money and bet at all hours of the day and night, and the problems that they go through.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because I'm working with a lady from West Virginia that I went and did a retreat weekend for, and some other people in West Virginia 3 weeks ago, and she can't stop gambling, and she's been trying to get into a treatment center, and she's been calling me almost every day for the last 3 weeks. And ironically, yesterday she emails me and says, I'm a furloughed federal worker, and I took a shot, and yesterday, day before that is, she went to the casino and blew all her money. So she don't even have airfare to get into a treatment center at this point.
We're talking to Arnie Wexler. He is a certified compulsive gambling counselor. He is a compulsive gambler, in recovery. In recovery. Last bet's 1968. He was the executive director of the Council on Compulsive Gambling of New Jersey for 8 years, and one of the most foremost experts on compulsive gambling in the country. Okay, so tell me what you fear. What kind of numbers are we talking about once this goes online? Are we talking about hundreds of people, thousands, hundreds of thousands? What?
My guess is you're probably talking about millions, because a lot of people in New Jersey are going to take a shot at the internet once they figure out how to make it work. But the fact is, the addicted gamblers are going to destroy their lives and everybody else they come in contact with.
And what percentage? What percentage is that, and what number is that? That was my question, actually. How many people are we talking about that are going to be compulsive, that are going to get into trouble through this new quote-unquote opportunity in New Jersey?
Well, when you add or expand new gambling, Steve, more people try it. And we don't know what percentage of people are going to try it, but there are definitely going to be some more people trying it. When I ran the Council on Compulsive Gambling, we hired Gallup to do a survey. And two of the questions we asked were, have you ever played illegal numbers? And 31% of the respondents said yes. Do you play state lottery? 81% said yes. So you're going to get more people now that we've made it internet socially and legally acceptable. You're going to get people going to try it that never gambled before.
All right, Arnie, I appreciate your time, sir, and your expertise. Always good to talk to an old friend. And again, folks, if you want to hook up with Arnie Wexler and Sheila Wexler, if you have a gambling problem, or you know somebody who does, or you feel like you might have a problem, and it's pretty easy to tell if you feel compelled to bet, give Arnie a call. 888-LAST-BET. 888-LAST-BET. That's the number. Arnie Wexler, certified compulsive gambling counselor, former executive director of the Council on Compulsive Gambling of New Jersey for 8 years. And look, I believe people should be responsible for themselves. I believe there's personal responsibility. If you're an alcoholic, you got to take care of yourself. You got to get better. If you're a gambler, you got to take care of yourself. You got to get better. I just don't like. There's a reason why only 2 states do it. I don't like the fact that people line up around the block to play the lotto. They think they're going to win when they're throwing their money away. I go in and buy a pack of M&Ms. I see people putting 20, 5, 30, and I'm like, what are you, crazy? But hey, to each his own. But Arnie's a good guy, Arnie Wexler. Okay, folks, when we come back, I know I said he'd be on now, but when we come back, we're going to get the orthodontist who is suing the federal government over Obamacare. You're going to want to hear this. I promise you. Hey, have I ever broken a promise to you? On the Steve Ballsberg Show, Newsmax TV, and